Alright, so story time. I was just sailing along between episodes, trying to multitask. Then I run into another stupid giant octo. And, you know, that'd be great, because from this whole battle I got a heart piece, but, for some reason my capture card decided it was going to start dropping frames again, so this is literally all the footage I have from this battle, but at least you can see where it was, where you need to go. Just take my word for it, I got a heart piece here. I rage quitted afterwards, so this is going to be a completely new recording session. Hopefully, no more frames are going to be dropped, because this is getting a little annoying at this point. I don't mind it a few times, but now it's just starting to get a little annoying. Alright, so hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wind Waker. I am Shaddy Productions, and in the last episode, we dealt with all that Forbidden Woods bullshit, finished that off, beat the boss, and I hit a little bit of a snag in between episodes when I hit that big octo and dropped all those frames. But you know what? It's okay. We're just gonna move on. And now we're just here to find out what those pirates are up to. Even though we already kind of know that they're after bombs. Even though I don't have bombs. Even though they should have bombs. Because they're friggin' pirates. But whatever. It's okay. This guy has a pretty solid bomb monopoly going on here. Never really showed this area off, but if you go in there, he's selling bombs at ridiculous prices. You could do it the long way if you want to, but fuck that bullshit. There's a little secret area back here, kind of important for this part and for another little part where you have to play hide and seek. But anyway, once you get back here, and through this window, you can eavesdrop on these pirates. Because there's no other way to get the bombs. He's just asking for such a ridiculous amount. Look, don't be mad at us. It's not our fault that we absolutely gotta have bombs to get the treasure we're after. How about you just think of it as payback for the nasty little monopoly you've been running here, yeah? So I bet you're thinking it was foolhardy to ask pirates to pay such an outrageous price, huh? Yep, I bet you are. You know, Gonzo, I still can't get over that bit of fast-talking you pulled to get that information out of the postman. Huh? Oh yeah, that was smooth. I tell you, the minute I set my eyes on that Kevin, I just knew he was hiding something back on Outset, yeah? So when I saw that postman, I just pretended like I was all worried about the kid and stuff. And presto, he spills the beans. Good work, Gonzo, really, just top-notch. It's funny, though. I'm thinking this is maybe the first time you've shown such wit, such cunning. You know, with your cunning and Miss Tetra's smarts, if you two got married and had a kid, that kid would be the greatest pirate to ever sail the seas. Yep, the greatest. Except she's, like, 9, and very small, and he's older and very burly. Quit goofing off, both of you. Keep your childish jokes to yourselves and get those bombs back to the ship. The second you're done loading them up, we're setting sail for Outset Island. What? Miss? We have to leave immediately, but it's been so long since we were on shore. We need to fill our bellies with some good eating, yeah? How about we grub tonight and shove off tomorrow morning instead? I mean, I'm fine either way, of course. Whatever you say is fine, miss, is what I meant to say. It's just that the boys were so excited to come to town, yeah? And I can't help but think it would be awful hard on them to leave them so soon. Blah, 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 blah. We want to eat. So what do you say we set sail tomorrow, yeah? What do you say, miss? That treasure isn't going anywhere. You're with me, right, boys? Who's for a night of fun? You're all fools, do you know that? You saw that demolished island, you saw the senseless destruction. We have to hurry on to Outset, or the same thing could happen there. Huh? Not to be disrespectful, but by the sound of things, you're worried more about that island than the treasure, miss. Don't be ridiculous, I want, you know, the treasure. Alright, fine, have it your way. We can leave tomorrow, then, you big babies. But we're setting sail at first light, so no sleeping in, understood? Say there, brother. What was today's password again? Mako, are you serious? You forgot already. You're so useless. Today's password is plankton, yeah? Remember? You know that Nico won't let you in if you don't say it exactly right, and he's real picky about it, so I'll say it once more. Today's password is plankton. Quite fitting for a SpongeBob enthusiast such as myself. Well, as a brief side note, I cannot tell who the fuck is talking at any point in time, so if my voices for different characters changed at various times, I apologize. I kind of gave up halfway through because I cannot tell who is talking in big cutscenes like that. Especially when there are multiple people, like, in the picture. You know, when it's zoomed in on one guy, pretty easy to tell, but otherwise, it's a little hard, especially when you're just kind of talking and you don't really have a lot of time to think about who's talking. But anyway, I think there's one more thing we can do before we leave. I mean, there's not really much because it's raining and nighttime, so no one's really around. But we can go in here, and we can give this burly cameraman... He's not even that burly, actually. He's not very burly at all. He just has a very big beard. But we can give him the Forest Firefly and get our deluxe picto box. Is that why I feared the secret lighted and extinguished forever? Is that truly one of the long-fabled forest fireflies? Oh, glory! My fine assistant, Kevin. For ages it has been said that the forest fireflies possess a mystical power. For your efforts, I shall place this one inside your box. Come on now, hand me your picture box, if only for a moment. And with that, you got a deluxe picto box. So, pretty awesome. With this, you can take colored pictures. Not really good for all that much. And if you play the game through and then save over that file and start a new one, you'll have the deluxe picto box right off the bat, I believe. So, this whole side quest isn't entirely necessary and can be skipped. Just have to do the whole fucking game over again. So, you choose what you want to do. You don't have to get it all, really. It's not required. It's just for a heart piece. Maybe more, I'm not really sure. But I know of at least one heart piece. But once you get the password, you can come onto this ship and... Oh, we get a pun. Who can't walk the plank? Plankton. I mean, he can. His size or species really shouldn't have all that much of an effect on who can't walk the plank. But, you know, whatever. Pretty terrible pun, but okay. Either way, even if you read the question and you're like, oh, I could have guessed just by reading, I don't even think he, like, lets you answer it. Or I think it's wrong either way if you don't go and spy on the pirates at the bomb shop first. So if you're trying to take a little shortcut, not gonna work. All the other pirates said you got done in by that bird monster in the Forsaken Fortress, so I thought, never mind what I thought, you're alive. Oh, I get it now, you came back because you missed me so much. I had no idea you wanted to be my swabby so badly, I see. Well, after you left, I went back to being the bottom rung on the ladder, which is why I'm stuck here with it while everyone else is in town having fun and eating and stuff. But I guess being so worshipped by my swabby ought to cheer me up. Alright, why don't we set you to your next test, huh? This one is harder than the last. Good luck, you'll need it, swabby. So, basically, no platforms. You just gotta swing across. That's really the only difference. And there's like a cage that goes over the door, so instead of platforms going down when the switch runs out, the time limit for the switch runs out, this door gets barred, so you really do have to get in there before the time limit's over. As opposed to just being near the platform on a rope when it's over. Really wish this dialogue was easier to skip, but he will give us the bombs if we complete this task. And this is obviously going to be a little bit harder than the one we did at the beginning of the game. I don't know, a little bit might be a bit of an understatement, because I'm probably going to mess this up. Just because. It's not even that hard, but I pretty much am guaranteed to mess it up at least once per playthrough. Just kind of works out that way. So I was hoping I could skip that one like that. I don't know how that's going to work out. Rather well, apparently. I don't know how the lamps change position so easily, but they do. And I better hope I could swing onto that one. Just gotta not pull another forest haven and swing a little bit farther before I let go. There we are. And hopefully I still have enough time to make it. And I hope this is angled right. With my luck, I'll miss by a little bit, but okay, good. Usually you get a little leeway. And I have no sound right now, but I hope that thing's not ticking, and I hope I'm getting pretty close to, well, I'm obviously getting pretty close, but I hope I'm not out of time. Okay, we're good. Alright, so first try. I did even better than the first time. You're incredible. This isn't good. I've never even passed this test. How could he do it so quickly and make it look so easy? And if I give this to him, everyone will know for sure. Oh, I'll be so busted. Okay. You're the best swabby of all time, so I guess I'll just give you the bombs. Go on, take them. Just don't tell anyone, okay? I'm serious. Really serious, okay? Okay. So now, we have bombs. And I'm guessing, yeah, these are the bombs that were stolen from the bomb shop, so this is the only way to get bombs in the whole entire game. You cannot buy them. Well, I mean, the only way you can get bombs for the first time. And, we're pretty much screwing over the pirates at this point. That's mighty courageous of you, trying to steal treasure from pirates. I suppose I should be shocked, but I'm more amazed that you managed to survive after being tossed out of that tower. From the look on your face, I have to guess you haven't saved your sister yet, huh? You don't give things much thought, do you? You just rush in, never thinking how badly things could go for you. Like just now, the only reason you got what you did is because we left a simple-minded little rat like Nico behind to look after things. No one else would have parted with our treasure so easily, I assure you. And just how do you think you intend to use those bombs? Or how do you intend to blah 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 blah. Right now, Jabuna's hiding in a cave at the back of your island you were born in. But the entrance is blocked by a giant stone doorway. You can't get in without breaking down the door. We're going to relax in town and eat our fill of whatever this town has to offer, but we'll be leaving for Outset first thing in the morning. If you manage to find Jabun tonight, then I guess you win. But if you take too long, we'll come sailing right by you tomorrow morning, and believe me, you didn't get all of our bombs. You'd better be quick, kid. Well, I don't know why she stopped talking to us for such a long time. Got replaced by a weird old man who's very far underwater. Potential spoilers. And now she's back. So, kind of confused about that. But apparently, multiple people can use the stone thing. But anyway, now that we have bombs, we don't need to be on this island anymore. I guess I could just, yeah, I could jump over here. And now we're done on this island for now. So, instead of a dungeon for the next pearl, we really just have to go on a kind of fetch quest type thing. Where we have to get bombs here, and then we have to head to Outset. And once we're at Outset, the third pearl is as good as ours. You may have noticed we have mail, but pretty sure we just get money. Yeah, I missed again. And I have to talk to this guy. You must meet with Jabun and get the pearl from him before they arrive. Let us delay no longer, Kevin. Indeed. So, now we're going to go to Outset, where we can actually do a few things, finally get our new wallet, and as I was saying before, oh man, that's a long trip. Whatever. No, what am I doing? But, I'm not gonna get my mail now, because I'm pretty sure there's probably just gonna be rupees in there or something. Either way, nothing good can come of it, really. And I might as well just get a bigger wallet and then open it. Because with my luck, it'll be like a super big orange rupee, and won't even be able to have it, so I'm just gonna wait. I may be getting somewhat ahead of myself here, but it just so happens that I ended up at the Islet of Steel, and it also just so happens that this happens to be a one of the locations of the fabled Triforce charts. So I think I'm just gonna stop in on here and show you the first Triforce chart of the game. So this is one of the easiest ones to get, probably the easiest one. You can just sail right on in here, and I'm pretty sure this symbol will always appear when you're near a Triforce chart. Just stand on it, play the Wind's Requiem, and the treasure chest will magically appear, and it'll have a Triforce chart in it, which we can't do anything with right now because we need to visit Tingle first and pay him copious amounts of rupees. But it's good to have either way. Yep, gonna have to get it deciphered somewhere, which happens to be at Tingle's. Bunch of rupees we can't get. Bombs would be handy though, because I wasted a lot of bombs fighting those pirates outside, because I, for some reason, thought I had to kill them to open up the door. Yeah, you yawn, you bitch. Alright. And now we can get out of here. There's no wind in here, which really sucks. You just have to kind of cruise along. That's our first Triforce chart. A little early in the game, but it's never too early to start getting Triforce charts. I mean, usually in a standard playthrough, I'll start picking up like 3 or 4 before I even hit Dragon Roost, but I mean, I don't want to sequence break too much here, because I mean, I don't know. I once got the Triforce of Courage before I even got the sword. Orca was just like, Link, you have the Triforce of Courage. What do you need my sword for? And I was like, Orca, you better give me that sword, bitch. And he gave me the sword because I had the Triforce of Courage, and he had lung cancer, so it was obvious who was going to come out on top between the two of us. That's the real story of how Link got the hero's sword. Oh. Oh, no one likes that shark. Been tailgating those 2 sharks for like a couple nautical miles, and then that 3rd shark comes along and they're like, fuck this shit, I'm out. So, no one ever invites that shark to parties. I feel bad for that shark. Invite him to my party. Alright, so here we are back on Outset Island. Have you noticed, Kevin? Morning is not broken since we arrived at Great Fish Isle, the land that was so ravaged by monsters it is as if time itself is frozen. Perhaps this is the curse that Blue spoke of. Whatever the reason, if this night does not end, then we need not worry about the pirates overtaking us. In fact, it might not be a bad idea for you to visit your hometown and family again after such a long time away. We can speak with Jabun after you do. So basically, since this storm doesn't seem to be going anywhere, we don't have to worry about the pirates catching up to us because they're not going to leave till morning. So we have a little spare time to run some errands. And, not a terrible amount of stuff we could do, but we could visit our grandma and get some Granny's potion, or soup, or whatever it is. So let's do that right now, revive our dying grandmother. Should probably take priority over getting a bigger wallet, I would think. Thought I healed myself for a second. That'd be really awful. Hey look, Grandma, I could heal you, but I'm gonna heal myself. Oh, Kevin, is that you, Kevin? Grandma is always happy to see your bright, shining face. Kevin, my dear, sweet Kevin. You're safe. That's wonderful, just wonderful. Did you do this? Did you heal me? Oh, you're such a sweet child. Oh, that's right. You and your sister are trying so hard to be strong, and I've just been sitting here moaning and worrying. I'm your grandmother. I'm the one who should be taking care of you. I'm so sorry, Kevin. I haven't even considered what you must be going through. I'm a terrible grandma. Kevin, this is all I have to give you right now. I really regret naming this file Kevin. It makes me so uncomfortable when I have to talk to myself with other people's voices. Generally, that's what crazy people do, but I'm not insane. I have grandmother's soup, and it's a lovely soup that you can come back and refill anytime you want. And it pretty much fully heals you, it temporarily increases your strength, and you get 2 servings per bottle. You just can't have more than 1 bottle of it at a time. But that's okay. It's probably going to be your best option for healing. You could also do a little glitch where you could get more potion in another bottle, but I forget how to do that. I knew how to do it at one point, but you don't even really need to bother because this game is pretty easy in terms of actually like getting killed. Probably not going to happen very often. And 2 servings of grandma's soup plus 3 other bottles filled with whatever should generally be enough for whatever challenges you may face. But now that we're done with that, we can make our way back up to the forest where we first met Tetra. Only this time, we can actually break up that giant rock that was there, if you remember. Oh, I hate these enemies. They're so annoying. They're not hard to beat at all, but they're just like, I don't know, their voices. Can't even try to imitate it. Oh, and this guy, I don't think he's always been there, but he's just showing us where the Triforce is. No big deal, nothing to see over there. But we do need to get back into that cave, and there is no bridge. I don't know what happened to that bridge, but maybe it was quarantined after, I don't know, an innocent little girl got swooped up by a giant bird. Maybe people determined that bridge wasn't so safe anymore, which I would tend to agree with, but I wouldn't blame the bridge. I don't think it's really the bridge's fault. She just had shorter ears. But anyway, we're just going to change the direction of the wind. I'm going to fall. I am almost definitely going to fall. I'm going to run out of magic power. Nope, I'm actually good. Alright. Very bad idea on my part to try and make that jump with such little magic power, but luckily I made it. Now we're back in here, and for whatever reason we're going to probably bump into those disgusting bugs. I think there's one right down there. Yep, that was the worst way to encounter one of those things. Just awful. Just plain awful. But with all that out of the way, we can finally open up this rock and finally put our woes of not having enough room to put all this money. Yeah. Want to try that again, Link? First world problems here. Please help me. I have no room for all this money people are giving me. That is an issue. Saving our sister is secondary after finding more space to put all our money. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. These great fairies, not a big fan. Kind of freak me out with the whole 4 arms thing. Not a big fan. Just generally look a lot more creepy than most of the other fairies. I mean, the N64 ones are pretty creepy too, but I think it's just their laugh and their hugeness. That one just has 4 arms. One of you unlucky fairies are getting crammed in this bottle until I sacrifice you to preserve my own life. It's your lucky day. And we should be good. I don't think we'll ever really have any life troubles with our fairy and our grandma's potion soup. And now we have an increased wallet size, and you can see the little icon next to our number of rupees has changed as well. So with that, there's only really one more thing we can bother with here on Outset right now, and that would be a heart piece that I could have gotten a lot earlier by sparring with Orca. And this one really just takes a lot of patience. But I think I'll cut there. I might be able to actually get there pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't really see any need to cut if I could just gently float over there. The only problem is if the wind's like even blowing like 90 degrees away from the direction that you want to go in, you're really not going to be able to float anywhere. But I think this is his house. Yep. So I think you could do this as soon as you finish his training at the beginning of the game, but I wasn't going to bother. Oh, attacking a giant cardboard fish. Ah, Kevin, you're all right. Why did you not tell me about a riddle? That was thoughtless of you. This island has seen hard times ever since you departed. I do not know what you have been doing on your journey, but you seem a little more daring these days. That look in your eye is not the one you left here with. Very good. Show me just how much you've improved your sword skills. You might have to do it later. I'm not sure. But either way, this is definitely the perfect time to take this on. So, he says 100 times. But you really need to get him, I think, like 500 times. And you only get 3 hearts. And every time he hits you, you lose a heart. So, a little unfair, I'd have to say. I think if I could hit him 100 times without getting hit 3 times, it puts me slightly above the skill level of a page. But whatever. Clearly, you don't want to watch me do this 500 times, especially if I mess up. Which will pretty much only be from impatience, because you just gotta follow the same pattern. I'm not being so aggressive right now because I don't have my headphones on, and sound actually helps you a lot with this, because you can hear when he's gonna attack you, and you can immediately put up your shield. But, yeah, I'm just gonna cut to when I do get 500. Alright, so here we are. Finally broke 500, and I'm just gonna let myself get hit. But it falls into a really repetitive strategy where you could just hit him until he blocks it and then immediately press R. And as long as you do that, you'll be completely fine. But I'm just gonna wait for him to end this. That was pretty mean of him. To just swipe at someone who put his weapon away and admitted defeat. But I better get a heart piece for that. Yep, alright. Don't know how he's certain that I could do better, because the only thing I've really been working on is my patience, but whatever. Really is just a game of patience, more so than skill. Because once you, like, hit 100, you've got the pattern down pretty much, and you just have to be patient enough to wait. Let's finally grab what this mailbox has for us, and we'll call it a day. Oh, 3 letters. It's a good thing I got that big wallet. Alright, well now Beetles seems to be selling bombs. And you could actually use this to find where Beetle is, which is fairly useful because there's one special Beetle that sells only bottles, heart pieces, and a treasure chart that leads to a heart piece. So, if you wish to be a true swordsman, find some knight's crests and return to me. Orca. Okay. Well, red rupee that I wouldn't have been able to get. And then one last letter. Sorry to disturb you with this unsolicited letter, but if I did not interest you. But this is your big chance! Oh, yep, this is, Beetle telling us about that, oh, thanks, Beetle, thanks. Sure would have hated to lose that 1 rupee by not getting that bigger wallet. But yeah, that's that store I was telling you about that sells, the empty bottle and the heart piece and the treasure chart. So, you know what? Well, actually, I don't need to show you this, but I'm probably going to grab more bait. But anyway, I am Shady Productions. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.